Interesting hand. Take a look. Crazy. Here, before I decide what to do, I'm gonna see if my partner could have an opening hand where I could make a slam opposite. And here's what I want to picture. Let's picture four small spades. I don't know, the king of hearts. That's 3 points. The king queen of clubs. That's 8 points. And the ace of diamonds, that's 12. That's a lot of points, right? That's a lot of points to expect from a passed hand. Let's see something else. Maybe, I don't know, how about the ace of diamonds, club shortness, and the ace king of hearts? No, they probably would have opened that as well. So here, I'm going to be a little weird, and I know we're in a weird spot, and I don't have a ton of decisions in this. I'm just going to bid four spades. And I'm going to hope that I'm either preempting my opponents out of something, or I'm just hoping I get to a reasonable game and get to take my tricks. And here, we'll see what happens. Let's take a look. King of diamonds. Okay, good. Let's set up our suit there. Let's go. And they're oh, wow. Unbelievable that they're doing this for us. We'll take it. All right. So now they've led the queen of spades. That's probably shortness, I would guess. There it is. King. We start with 8, so we're going to draw a couple more. And here, it's nice to see that they're pitching some clubs over there. We hope that we see the jack at some point. It's going to make it super easy for us here. We have seen the 9. And we'll play the 10, and boom. There's our contract. We'll take the rest. We'll try to cash a diamond, and we'll rough that sucker. In your face, people. All right, guys. That is board 9, and that is a win for us right here. And that is 10 tricks plus 420. Excuse me, board 8. Board 8. Sorry, that was board 9. Sorry. We finished board 8 with minus 420. We finished board 9 with plus 420. We have 1 to go. And it looks like it's going to be pretty ugly for us. But here, this is a cool spot where we just kind of got to preempt them away from the auction. If they get into the auction, I don't think they have a safe landing spot because their heart fit isn't as good as we might have expected it to be. But if we flip those diamonds and hearts together for their holdings, maybe they get in there if we only open one spade. So here, we've parked them out and gotten ourselves to a nice game to make. And we'll see what we can do on this last board, folks. And here it is, our last chance to excel, folks. Board number 10. And don't let me forget to mention our 2 huge classes that have been loaded this week. We have the complete guide to raising in competition over here. It is a wonderful guide for raising in competitive environments, including when the opponents bid and double. And then we have our 2/1 game forcing partnership bidding. This should load, it says lessons posting on the first. It's probably going to finish posting on the second. I've had some travel and some illness that has caused a little bit of a delay, but we are back on schedule. So look out for both of these classes, folks. And I will look out for this board because we look like we might be defending against the slam sometimes in these situations. So 1 spade, we are out of this auction. We hope partner has something good to say over there. Ooh, look at this. 1 spade, pass 1, no trump, double, takeout double, redouble, big hand. Here, let's see what we're showing. And here, what we want to do is usually when they redouble, they allow us the ability to kind of pass and let partner choose. But whenever we have a preference opposite a takeout double, even if we have very little values, we should show that preference. This makes it easier for us to bail out of these difficult situations. So I'm going to bid 2 clubs simply to say that's the suit I prefer. And if you are forced to make a choice later, make it there. And now we've escaped with our lives, right? We're very happy when they bid and don't double us because now we get to sit back and defend a low-level contract, really, in a spot where it looks like they could potentially have game here. Okay, so here, 1 spade, pass 1, no trump. They didn't find a fit, it looks like. So here we're just going to lead a safe 10 of diamonds. A low club could be fine as well. Here's what I really want to do in these spots. I know my partner has the values, right? So I want to get them the lead. And here it's a little ugly. We've gotten off to a pretty ugly lead here, but nothing we really can do about it. Here, important, we take our tricks because we don't want them to rough or pitch losers on those diamonds. So here we're going to try to get our winners in. Looks like partner doesn't have the king of clubs, so it doesn't matter. And how many winners are we going to take? Yeah, there goes a club pitch there. Drawing trump. Now they're going to have some number of losers left. We hope it's more than 1. And very important, we give count in that suit, by the way, folks. We should know partners deciding whether or not to hold up on that heart. Here, it didn't matter for us. They didn't have more to hold now we're going to see a result, folks. What is it? Did we do it? I don't know. These are usually super close results. I didn't see anything huge we could have done differently, so it should be very close, very low scoring, I would guess. I'm always wrong with these, though, so we'll see what happens. Give it to us. Oh, my God. 5-7? Are you kidding me? I knew it would be very low scoring, and it looks like board 4 was the killer for us. North-South got into this auction. Let's see how they did that. I'm very happy with how we ended here, though. We ended with 2 strong results that kind of made it very close for us. Looks like we got one thing wrong on board 4. And it apparently has come in the auction itself. So let's take a look at that. The rest of it, as expected, very close stuff, right? We took one less trick in clubs, apparently, on board 5. And then the last 2 results were solid wins for us after some very flat results throughout. So let's take a peek, folks, especially at board 4 to see where we lost this thing. And you can see I'm not upset for losing. This is a very easy result for the robots. When they take a lot of decisions away from the actual human player, it should be very close. Because think about it. You're essentially 3 robots playing and yourself. So if you don't have a decision or a deal-changing decision to make, you're going to have similar choices made at all these seats. Okay, so here, when you don't have the choices, it rates to be a little lower. If, in fact, I had a bunch of choices on this one, I would expect to do better in the long run and have a much higher difference in score for sure, right? But the less decisions you have, the less you get to realize your advantage. All right, here it is, guys. Here's board 4 at our table, and what happened was simple. Right-hand opponent opened a club. It went pass a spade, pass a no trump, and we made very normal decisions on this hand. At the other table, they did something wacky and came out smelling like a champ, right? So what they, oh my God, what they did is they made a natural 2 club head over this one. Vulnerable, by the way, with right-hand opponent having opened clubs and no values have been exchanged other than East's minimum. So, I mean, they get to not only bid 2 clubs and survive, because it now goes 2 diamonds, and then North bids 2 hearts. It's amazing. They played a 4-3 heart fit and make 3 because everything is going well for them for a win of 6. So here, I'm not upset about this. In fact, I want the robot to continue behaving in this way. This is such a bad choice by the South player here that I'm happy that they're making it, because in the future and other boards, we will come out way ahead in these situations. As it turns out, the robot found a kind of a backdoor into a victory by gaining 6 on a board where they should have been really doing the same thing we were. Right? They should have just been sitting back and defending one no trump. Maybe they beat it or something, and that's the way they get a better score, but to get a good score this way is kind of ridiculous. And this was another win for them. And apparently, yeah, this was the other thing. Remember, we thought about leading a club, or we discussed this. The spade lead seems more likely to be beneficial because they've denied a spade stopper, and we might be in trouble of losing one of these. A club lead apparently gets them... It's weird. It doesn't look like that should really be a huge difference, but it kind of gets them to compress a trick later, possibly in this one. Maybe they didn't pitch a diamond on the heart over there at some point, but here we'll just take a loss on this one, unfortunately. Board 9, this is where we just bid 4 spades, and notice when we open 1 spade, they get in the mix a little bit. And when they get to play this thing in 3 diamonds, they did pretty well, right? They went down 3, but that's not nearly as good as our game. In fact, if we didn't bid 4 on this, we might have been just cooked on this one. So here, we're very lucky to have come out plus on this one. And this last one, they just let them make too many tricks in spades, and we gained a little there. So really, one super weird result for the robot there. On this particular board, when we just play a normal no trump, they have a weird auction to get to 2 hearts, and they win 6. Yeah, if it went the other way, we end up winning by a larger margin for sure. But here we lose by 2, and we'll take that. I'll take all of our decisions on top of those, and we'll try to do better next week, folks. So thanks a lot for joining, and don't forget, lessons all over the place on bridgelesson.com. More to follow, and a game coming up on Shark Bridge pretty shortly, and I'll have all that information later this week. So I'll see you then, folks. See you next time for the weekly challenge, or I'll see you right on bridgelesson.com for these fabulous lessons and much more content there as well, folks. I'll see you soon. Take care, everybody.